Science.
After all is said and done, you never walk, you never run, you're a winner. Got the moves, you know the street, break the rules, take the heat, you know nobody's fool.
Hello again. We're going to do another versus video. So this week we're going to do Transformers Prime Shockwave versus Combiner Wars Shockwave. We're going to base it upon the criteria as we did last time. The criteria are as follows: alt mode, transformation, robot, homage to the original, because if it doesn't look like the original, what's the point? And the final execution. So let's do this!
Round 1.
First of all, we'll be looking at the alt mode of the Transformers Prime Shockwave. Transformers Prime Shockwave is like a Cybertronian type of tank. He has a very nice cannon on the top. He also has a little friction gun action thing going on. So if you push it, it fires it off. Oh shit. So yeah, he rolls pretty well. May not be everybody's cup of tea, this Transformer, but I really like this one. If you look at the version of him that is on Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, when he ends up coming towards the end of the entire run, and he introduces the Predacons and everything, he looks very similar to that, and he's a very nice representation of the tank form. The tank form wasn't seen that often, because most of the time he was in the lab, or he was kind of fighting in his robot form. But the purples on this guy are lovely, really like nice lavender colours and some dark purples at the side as well, mixed in with the lavenders. And it's even at the back, it's got some really nice little touches. The actual blacks on here have got like flecks of silver in them, and the silver paint just sets it off really nice. The little tank treads at the back are a little bit crappy. You do have like a little wheel that pops in there. But I like this one so much. I actually got the bludgeon version of it as well, because I really think it's a good bot. I like it. Going on to the Combiner Wars Shockwave. Combiner Wars Shockwave, his alt mode is as follows. He's a gun, because that's what Shockwave should have been. Apparently there is another mode to it, which is the like a spaceship mode, and it's very complicated to actually do it from this. You have to do, first of all, you have to do this. Yeah, that was it. So the gun mode of this guy, he's specifically been designed this way because he fits in with the big Combiner Wars, the big like gestalts that you can have for it. So he actually fits in the hand of these big guys, apparently. So yeah, apparently you can just fit him into the gun. You can fit him into the fist of the Combiner Wars, and they hold him, and it holds it really well. So out of the two for the alt mode, this is essentially a gun, which what Shockwave should be transforming into. But this is a nice. I kind of like this. I like this thing. Even though, like I say, it's not everybody's cup of tea, I like it. I think it's really good. So, first round goes to Transformers Prime Shockwave.
Round 2.
Now we go to the transformation. We'll start with the Combiner Wars Shockwave. So the Combiner Wars Shockwave is very straightforward to transform. You open up the back of his of the flap of his gun, and you unpeg it like so, and then you unclip it from the handle, Then the handle comes out over the top of the sight. It clips down onto that. Then that goes down the back and it reveals the head. Now his legs are really, really nice because they all fold up on themselves really, really well. Oh, split them, and then you slide the hip up, roll the leg round, slide the hip up, roll the leg round, fold his feet down, fold his arms down, and there you go. Really nice, nice and fiddly, nice bit of engineering. All round quite nice, really. I like that. Pretty good. The transformation for the Transformers Prime one, for a small transformer, is quite a fiddly operation. So, you unhook the cannon, and you put it up to the side, up to the top. Then you slide these chest pieces out, and you put them like so. Unhook his shoulder, and put it there. Unhook his other shoulder, which is underneath the tank this time, and you put it there. Then you can put the tank treads downwards, fold them all the way down like so, and fold them and clip into place. There we go. Then you fold his head up and you bring his arms so that they are flat like so. Then you fold his chest pieces back in, meet his shoulder. Then you fold the chest piece at the top and clip it in. Then his leg, straighten it all out. So there's a proper leg again, straighten it all out, proper leg. And there you go. Now, both very, very nice transformations on these guys. And both quite involved for little transformers. But I've always said I'm a massive fan of small transformers. But if you're asking me which one of these has got the best transformation, I think I'd have to go with the Combiner Wars one. It's got some really nice little touches. The legs are a really clever bit. The hips and if you got this one yourself, you know what I mean. How the hips slide down to the bottom and the legs go in on themselves and the feet slide in and the elbows all go up and clip in place. It's just really, really neat. A really neat, clever transformation. Where this one can be a little bit clumsy. But at the end of the day, they're both very good. It's a very, very tight one. I have a feeling it is going to be a very tight one. But round 2 goes to Combiner Wars. Shockwave.
Round 3.
Round 3 is going to be the robot form. Because we all know which has got the best robot form, don't we? Now this one is very, very difficult. But I think I know which one it's going to be straight away. The thing is, if you look at them, they both look spectacular. They both look brilliant for such small bots. They both have the arm cannon. They both have a fantastic head. The head on the Transformers Prime Shockwave is amazing. The one on the Combiner Wars one is amazing. They are both brilliant heads. They are both fantastic colours. They both do exactly what they're supposed to do. The cannon on this guy is huge. And it's like a big... Where the cannon on this guy is small. It's no bigger than a hand. So, does that mean that I'm going to pick this one? No. I tell you what the problem is. This one is beautiful to look at, but the articulation of it isn't great. It's not brilliant. It's got some swivel, it's got some leg movement, and all the rest of it. It's got shoulder, it's got arm, it's got swivel. There's no head movement. Absolutely no head movement. If you want to pose this guy, he's only ever going to be looking in one direction. And the thing is with the cannon is that you can pose him so he's facing that way, or you can pose it so it's facing that way, or pose it so it's facing that way. This guy is absolutely brilliant at posing. It can pose any way you want. The articulation and what actually sets it off, what makes this one win, is just the simple fact that his head moves. His head moves in the direction that you want it. So he can just do what you want. He can actually do those poses and look fantastic. Whereas this guy is kind of limited when you actually sit him on the shelf. So as robot forms go, it's going to have to be Combiner Wars. So that's 2-1 to Combiner Wars now.
Round 4.
Round 4 is homage. The homage of which one actually looks like the original Transformers, which one looks like the original Shockwave. There's only really going to be one winner of this, and you know what it is straight away. It's going to be this guy. This guy actually is a better homage to the original Shockwave. He looks like him. He has the same head, the same colours, the same everything. He transforms into the gun. He is a true homage to the original character, where this guy isn't, unfortunately. This guy has got certain aspects that he looks like the original, but he's not. He's a reimagining of a character, which is a bit of a shame, because that means straight away that Combiner Wars has won it.
You win.
So that means Combiner Wars guy has won 3-1. The final execution, we can go into it if you really, really want to. As bots go, I think this is a fantastic Transformer. It's a beautiful piece of plastic, and for its for the range that they did, the Transformers, the Cyberverse one, I think it's brilliant, and I love the colours of it, and the detail, and a lot of the Cyberverse ones from the Transformers Prime range are sublime, absolutely sublime. So as final execution goes, is it a token gesture that I'm giving it to Transformers Prime Shockwave? Maybe so. The battle's already won. Combiner Wars Shockwave won it, I'm afraid. It's a good Transformer. It's a great Transformer, but they are both great Transformers. I thought it might have been a little bit closer than that, but it's not. This one wins outright. So, I hope you enjoyed that. A little bit. I like doing these little versus videos, and I've got some really good ideas to do a few more. If you like, press like. If you want to subscribe and see more, press subscribe. Stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to put an advert up for a fellow YouTuber that you might want to go and see his channel. And remember to go and visit Transformers and Such for all things nerdy. Really nerdy. Some good stuff goes on there. So be good to each other and have a great time. And remember, sex sells, but nothing sells better than Shockwave.
Sorry, little kitty. You're not masterpiece enough for me anymore. It's not me. It's you. Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm doing what is becoming more increasingly rare, unfortunately, a Transformers review. It's actually what I want on my channel to be about. I feel like boxes are slowly taking over my life. What I have here is MMC's Ocular Max Jaguar, also known as MP Ravage. I know what you're saying, isn't there already an MP Ravage? He came with Soundwave, or in one of those KO boxes that everyone else got. Yes, that's true, we got an MP and he's scaled to fit in the MP Soundwave's chest, and that's great. But you know what? When he's side by side, he's just so tiny. He doesn't scale well with the rest of your bots, because there was like a size manipulation thing that Transformers were famous for. You know, how Megatron became a little gun, but he was like a full-on robot. How Soundwave himself became like a tiny tape deck and then a big robot. So there's like size stuff, and that's hard to do in a toy. So what MMC has done is create an actual tape-sized tape instead of a microcassette. This is legitimately an MP Ravage. But before we get into the figure, let's get into the box. It's upside down. The only thing I have to say about this box is that it's very plain. This is worse than KO boxes I've seen, honestly.